class. I think that there are basically, to organize it, 3 main classes and then 3 support classes. The 3 main classes will be rifleman, engineer, assault. Okay, so engineer is a defense, assault is offense, okay? And I would say rifle is basic, it is not even really balanced, but I would say that every single person should start off with the mountaineer, okay? I like how the mountaineer, Italian mountaineer starts off with the it's like a carbine. I like it a lot. So compared to the other you know, the other guns, all the other guns are slow, and the reason why you like the carbine is because of this perk right here, light infantry. You always get to use this every time. Okay, so you combine these two with the bayonet, and you bayonet them to spaghetti. Very easy. Okay, with this carbine right here, I can come up and basically get within the guard of a pistol man and just stab him, and then it kills. Now, the downside with the carbine is there are probably twice or 3 times a match. Probably closer to twice where they live. They get shot and they live. So that's the downside of using the carbine instead of the full rifle. The other rifles, they can go through in like multiple enemies. Okay. Now there are other guns. Like this one has 1 round. I don't know about that one. I really don't feel. Everybody uses, basically, if you want to know, you're like, oh, well, how do I know what guns are in this game? Just use the Carcano. Every time is Carcano. Every time I die is Carcano. Both sides use the Carcano because they steal them, okay? But this right here is my favorite class, alright? But before I go into my favorite class, I will go with the class that every new player should probably be using, okay? It looks like this, if you can help it, okay? Well, actually, you'll start out probably with the binoculars. So as soon as you can, get the observer, but it'll probably look at something like this when you first start. Okay. You need to use your binoculars to spot the enemy for friendly forces. You just aim and then you like hold down the gun trigger. Okay, so you have to, with the binoculars, very tricky to use because you are exposing yourself. So I would say probably move around. If you can, like, be switchy between your gun and your binoculars, then do that. But, you know, a lot of times better to just shoot, and you might be caught, like, between. But the switch is pretty quick, okay? You might look like this, but as soon as you can, you want to get this. This is the class that you want to get, okay? This will help out your entire team so much, right here. It doesn't really matter so much what kind of a gun you get, okay? You can see that the longer, like this, you know, the one-shot gun, I don't know really if there is a different bayonet range. I don't really know, but I will say, like, I think maybe I didn't use that one. I don't know which one's that one. I feel like with this one though, I have used this one. The stab range is preposterously far. It's even like, you can't even see the end of the knife, but I think it is the end of the knife where you stab. So when you do stab, what you want to do with any bayonet is you want to stab and shoot, or shoot and stab. That is your combo. You get the 2 combo, that's it. You could possibly get the 3 combo if you get the bigger gun and you shoot through people, right? But basically, in one attack, you get the 2 combo, and that's it. And then you are at the mercy of your friendly teammates, okay? But that's why I like this one, because a lot of times when I'm by myself, I just win just because I sight a little bit quicker. And the head-to shots are really easy to do. This is like the lightest rifle in the game. So yeah, I like this one. You want to use the flare gun, okay? You want to use the flare gun, okay? What you do with the flare gun is you shoot it over where you think they might be. You use the mini-map to aim, okay? You use the side to aim up and down, but you use the mini-map to aim left or right, okay? The flare can hit something on the way out, and that will kind of mess it up. Okay, but the flare will spot the enemy positions, okay? And when that happens, the minimap will be illuminated with their positions, which will help a lot of people out, okay? But That is not the same as the binoculars. The binoculars put them on the map, but they also mark them on the screen for friendly teammates, okay? But every team should have 2 flare guns. Minimum. 2 flare guns at the minimum. 3 flare guns, maybe too muchy. 4 flare guns, way too muchy. You start to seeing people trench fire them. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to shoot your first flare, and then you wait, and then you shoot your second flare. Once you get, you have to wait for, because if you shoot 2 flares right one after the other, you will be buffing the mortars and support, and that is good to do, but it is better to spot 2 enemy positions or the same one twice. Okay, so that lots of people just rapid fire them. I don't really recommend that. I don't do, but this right here is my favorite class. All right, light infantry with the trumpet. Okay, the trumpet, it debuffs everybody around you, makes them faster, shoot faster with the rifles. Okay, so really good. There's like, you have like an aura. Okay, so everyone within that aura, it's a pretty big aura. It's, I think it's like the whole mini map or close to it. It's a pretty big aura. Okay, but these two stack, so they make you really quick. So with the rifle and these two, you can get them really close, really super duper close. Okay, now mind you, if you had 2 mountain men working together, you could have one with the ice axe. All right, so you have one guy buffing the guy with the ice axe, so he gets twice as fast this guy does, and he can just start the whacking. I think that the ice axe goes as fast as you can click. Okay, so you can see basically there's a lot of potential with this one particular class. I really think there's really 2 classes with the Mountaineer. There's the longer range with the flares and the spotting, and then there's the closer range with all of these items. I don't ever recommend I don't know why I would ever use this, because this does the same thing but is better. It does the same thing but is better. You could use this 3 times, but you can use this infinite times. Okay, so that is Mountaineer. Lots of stuff going on. Once again, I would say this is a support the class. Okay, I've not really played the Marksman or Officer. I'll get to them maybe later. Rifleman is a basic class, okay? I think maybe the fullest potential of a rifleman is maybe this man with the launcher. I think with the launcher, he's pretty good, okay? This man with the launcher, pretty good. He fires with this a perk. He fires six grenades, and then he has another grenade to toss. I don't know what this one does. He also comes with the ammo box, all right? And this, I will say, if you really want to be super duper helpful, yeah, and you just start playing the game, hang out in the back with the engineers and bring an ammo box with you, okay? So, but if you do that, I would not use this one. I don't know though. I don't really know how to use the grenade launcher except for one instance. So what you want to do, yeah, you get like this, right? So inside of the caves, you shoot a grenade launcher into the cave and blow people up. That is really the best to use a grenade launcher. If you can, you sort of use it like a mortar, but it can be. You really have to learn the trick, and I haven't really learned the trick with it. But I will say this: there is a severe downside with the grenade launcher, and that is that you have with the grenade launcher, you have no bayonet. So you whack him with the rifle, but not as good as just the stabby. Is this the one-shot one? This is the one-shot one. Oh, it shoots 6 rounds. So everybody use a Carcano. Everybody use a Carcano. It's basic. I would call it basically the main weapon. You should either say, am I using Carcano? Or if I'm not using Carcano, why am I not using a Carcano? Okay, but even this is a Carcano. Okay, with a grenade, okay? And so, I would say, really, with the Rifleman, he has the greatest potential, if not to be the launcher, man, because there are only 2 grenade launchers per team. Okay, so you can't have. You can have an infinite riflemen, right? You could have 24 riflemen on one team, is what I mean to say, because there's no limit. But you could only have, no matter what, the 2 of these launchers. That is the limit, okay? So that's the downside of the launcher. You would think, oh, everybody just use the launcher. And that would be nuts. That would make the launcher pretty cool. And, you know, it might maybe not be down. Usually when I hit with a launcher, it bleeds the enemies. Usually when I hit with a launcher, it bleeds the enemy. It doesn't really kill them. So, and getting good too with the grenade, okay? So, I mean, a lot of people, there's an ammo shortage, really. No one really wants to supply the things with the ammo for some reason. I think it's because, like, it takes... The person that is smart enough to do it won't do it. They will ask somebody to do it. And the person being asked to do it won't know this is being asked of them. But I think you start with the ammo box anyway. So that will help put things out. You just hit Y to access it, I think. If you resupply the Mountaineers, they can shoot them more flares, which is good, right? But I don't think that they can resupply the grenades, unfortunately. So that is a bummer. Okay. They can build ammo boxes, but I have seldom seen this. Okay. What are the other perks? Oh, Point Man and ammo. Okay, maybe because of this one. Ammo. Okay, Point Man. See, look, the reason Point Man is good, or is not good, is because it is good. I will say that, right? So basically, if you had 5 guys and one of them had Point Man and the other team had 5 guys, you would be winning, right? Because it would not be a tie. So you would keep capping, and I could win you the game, right? But let's say they have a Point Man. Oh. Well, then it is a tie anyways. Or they have 2-point men, then yours is just basically making their win go slower. Or you have 3-point men, well, they have a 2. Why not, you know, just, and then I think maybe he gets 2 grenades. I don't know. He gets a lot of grenades. So I don't, I haven't used these ones. I mean, this looks great. This looks not good. But you know, half a weapon sway looks pretty good, I think. If you want to shoot them. If you just want to be a bolt action shoot them, man. But you know, I have begun to learn how the guns work in this game, and this might be for babies. I don't know. At the long range, maybe it's better because I do miss a lot of long range shots. This looks really bad. 2 times faster. So the thing with the bandages, right? Because okay, look, everybody gets these 3 items, and I don't actually think everybody should get them. I think. It doesn't matter what I think, though. But everybody gets these things, so everybody can cut out the wire. And not only that, they can cut out the wire really far. This thing is about as long as a rifle, okay? I don't even think he doesn't really even have it on him. And then they also have the spade, okay? And these aren't even shown because everybody just has them. Everybody just has them. Everybody, the officers and everybody has these things. But the bandage is the thing that I think too many people use too often, okay? So, the reason why maybe my Mountaineer with my little carbine might be actually pretty cool is it'll probably stop a guy to make him use of the bandage. And just to prove to you, right, he also has all of these things. So, oftentimes I can just hyper boost up to the wire, go up prone, and then stick out this long-ass wire cutters from almost safety or safety, and then get it through, right? But with the carbine, when it wounds them, they will have to go use the bandage. And I will say a lot of time, better to just die. If it takes us 2 bullets to kill you, pretty good, right? But if you stop the bandage... So here's the thing, right? Is you can't even really heal yourself. You can stop yourself from bleeding out, but you won't get to be shot twice. You don't get to get shot twice, is what I am saying. You only get to get shot twice once, unless somebody else comes to heal you, which can be done. Oh, you know what? Now I understand Now I understand This guy right here. The chaplain, yeah, this one is actually pretty good. He could be an actual medic. Yeah, he's not really a medic. He's a chaplain. Yeah, that is actually pretty clever. So I'm actually thinking now that this might be a cool support class. So that is the rifleman, I will say. And once again, it doesn't sound it. When I beat, look, when you fight a guy in closer combat and he does not have a bayonet, you have such a huge advantage. Okay, I will say probably a lot of my kills are in the closer combat, maybe 33%. Okay, maybe 45%. Okay, you want it for close combat. Next, I think really is the engineer. I have such a soft spot for the engineer. You might say, well, why does he have two helmets? Why would you let him have two helmets in it? You know, in case that this one gets shot out, or maybe this is a friend's helmet. He keeps the memento, or maybe when he goes down the trench, he uses this as an armor, right? So that is why he has two. Okay, well, and you want to design all your guys to have a cool swag, okay? Cool swag and the camouflage as well. So the engineer, he really does a lot of things, but usually look, you can't go wrong with this combo. This really is a fun class to play. He has a light. He has a Kakano. He has Kakano. Whatever. He has like a light. So I haven't. So this gun has 6 shots in it, I think. This gun has 6 shots in it, right? And then this gun also has 6 shots in it. So he has 12 bullets. He can shoot it rapid. Okay, so when he's defending, here's a pistol that's so fun to use. It really feels like the Wild West. He's like a wild cowboy with his pistol. He shoots a pistol gun bullets. It's a very fun gun. And then here's the thing though, is you cannot. I mean, he reloads up pretty quickly, but you have to switch between them all the time, alright? You really, a lot of time, want to shoot all 12 bullets before you start reloading. The thing with the rifle is he reloads it with a clip, so very cool, very cool. He reloads it with a clip. You can reload it quicker, but you don't really want to reload these guns with anything left. You want to shoot out all your gun bullets out of the, yeah. But yeah, but really, I will say this, probably a lot of times him just with the grenade is the best. And he ends up just becoming another rifleman. But I mean, that's the thing, right? Is you could have the riflemen and the engineers with the grenades, so that is pretty cool. With the grenade is not spaghetti, you just toss it, right? You just toss the grenade. Grenade is not spaghetti, you just toss the grenade. You don't really need it. When guys do cook it, it is very effective. When they know that, very effective, I will say that. But also, like I will say, the grenades in this game are just the best of balanced. Okay, so the perks will really just do a lot of things here, and you know, a lot of the times I just find myself switching through. So this, you know, I was just going to say, this one's great down here. ×2 faster construction and sabotage speed. That is very cool. There's a perk. It's just really generalist, but really a lot of time. Oh wow, only ×2? What? Why are you building? Is this construction though? If this is construction, then just engineer company is the best by far. If this does the wire double time, then there's no reason to do this. That is cool. Permanent demolition of the wire is cool, but anyways, before I get too distracted, wire company is pretty good. You're going to be setting up a lot of wire. Always keep one hole in the wire so your troops can go in and out. This one looks really great for really mainly diffusing, getting up the defuse of the bomb really quickly. This one seems really great too, because shooting machine gun is very important, right? But maybe building machine gun twice as fast is not as good as, you know, building the wire. Because a lot of times you're running out there in the wire and you have to stand there basically or go prone, which takes a little bit longer, but having this done quicker is really, it will save your life a lot of times. Shooting this gun is a lot of fun though. I mean, this class right here, you could go wrong, but you can't really. Oh, it's cool. It changes the player model. Oh, it just completely changes him. He's uncustomized. This arrangement right here, the body armor, reduced damage and suppression from explosions. I don't really notice the difference, and you know, I think if I was really there, I would be afraid more, but I'm not. So I will just go into the suppression. Usually when you're being suppressed, you're going to get killed anyways, so that's kind of bad. I see guys with this, but it just really seems a LARPy. Just like with Mountaineer, the first perk is just a really good. The first perk, just like with the Mountaineer, it's deceptive because they put it in the first slot. That's really good. I haven't tried this one yet. And we have the Assault Man. His pistol is also fun. His pistol is very fun. His pistol's fun. Now, I will say this, right? Because I give him the grenades, and I really don't know what the rest of these things would do. Maybe, I think there's like a proximity one or something, or maybe, I don't know. But, I don't really know the difference. But, you know, the thing with the grenades, to me, it feels like throwing one grenade is like throwing two grenades, throwing two grenades is like throwing no grenades, and throwing three grenades is like throwing two grenades. That is really how I honestly feel in this game. I don't know how to explain the math to you, but the most reliable way to throw two grenades is to throw three. Now, if you do this, you will be spending your turn just throwing grenades at the beginning and then rushing in. The cooler thing about the grenades, and this is, the guy has the same grenade for all of them, is it makes a big cloud that you can kind of hide behind. So if you figure out how to time it, you can throw three and then use the smoke screen to go through. You can use the smoke screen to go through. Alright, but the ball is getting pretty close to the explosions, which is kind of bad. Yes, I have blown myself up plenty of times. And another reason I say probably do not cook your grenades. You know, if you cook 3 grenades, that takes your time a lot longer. Because he has to light the fuse and he tosses it. And these fuses are pretty long. But I'm not glad they're so long because I would have got blown up a lot more without the longer fuse. So you toss out 3 bombs, right? And then you go in. However you want to do, but if you decide to cook, the grenade can blow up in your hand. Now I will say this, there is no friendly fire in this game, so that makes grenades really good. So if you die and you drop the grenade, there are only, you know, 2 people that will be suffering from that grenade. And if you somehow spawn and then go to that spot before it detonates, it could get you, but I don't. The mathematics behind that one really do boggle my mind, and I don't think I've ever seen that, dying from a grenade from your previous life. That would be quite a feat. Equivalent to like a speed of running, okay? But what the grenade? Yeah, you want to throw the grenade. This perk that gives you grenade crate, which is a really good. I like grenade crate, really good. But yeah, you want to throw all 3 of your grenades and just let them, and then you go up with the pistol. You go up with the pistol. There are the other guns, but I have not used them. I will probably talk about them when I do end up using them. Once again, the canteen is here, and it's just it basically turns the Assault Man. Like, what you could do is basically now, if I did this, if I wanted to like go with the Mountaineer, who is like this, right, really fast, the Mountaineer would boost me with the trumpet, and then I would have the canteen that I could sip on that would make me faster, so I could run up really quick and cut the wire, right? Or this is just Saboteur, so this just destroys things quicker. But yeah, I could help the guy out and cut the wire. I mean, you could do that. You could basically turn this guy into like a fast class, but the end of the day, I will tell you, it is better to throw the grenade, okay? You build the crate, that is good to do. The crate, it takes us some time. You use the crate, and it is not like you get the 3. With this guy, you get the 3 grenades, which is really cool. But you get the 2 grenades from the crate. But or maybe the crate. I don't know. There's a lot of grenades. This one seems pretty bad. We got 4 times slower. I don't really know exactly how I would use this one. 4 times as slow. I don't know. Oh, this one seems pretty cool. Yeah, this one with... There's just a lot of things that would be cool with, actually. Maybe quicker shot would be pretty cool. Yeah, maybe quicker shot would be pretty cool with the pistol. Because the pistol, she aims pretty quickly already. Sight speed 0.22 compared to the rifle 2.7. Pretty quick on the rifle, I will say. 2.9 on the other rifle, the captured rifle. Yeah, I look, the guy with the V-Lock Precoce really does a lot of damage, but the pistol is pretty good. He reloads with the magazine. And the cool thing about the magazine, I think this is one of the few magazines in the game, is you don't lose any ammo when you take out the magazine. These other items seem preposterous. The dagger. I mean, maybe he just stabbed her really quickly, but I think the mounted... Look, the reason why he can't really do it that much is he doesn't have a light infantry. He doesn't have light infantry, so he can't go quite as quick as the mountain man. It just doesn't... At the end of the day, yeah, you will suffer if your assaultmen do not throw grenades constantly. They have to shower the enemy trenches with the grenades all the time. And you know, yeah, like I said, if I were to choose in this game, or you know, the only thing I would really change is this everybody getting all of these. Everybody getting, I almost even think you just get one of these 3 things to make you think about what your choice is. I don't. And so this is, I will say, this is like the most forgiving arcadey part of the game, right? Because anybody can take it down the wire, anybody can build up certain things or take down certain things. Oh, but I will say this, and this is important now that I remember. The engineer alone, he is the only man, okay, that can build certain heavy weapons, including machine gun. And mortar. All of the mortar rounds must be fired. I don't even care if you waste them. All the mortar rounds must be fired almost even as quickly as possible. There are certain maps where the mortar is required to win because they will capture the top of a mountainside and you can't get back on top. But, you know, the difficulty with that one is making sure nobody fires the mortar before that happens. And if it does happen, you have to get an infantry guy, right? So if the mortars run out, you have to get the rifleman with the box to fill up the rounds, alright? Now, the confusing thing about this, right, is the rifleman can build the ammo box, right? He can build the ammo box, but the ammo box is not the same as this ammo box, okay? He's holding an ammo box. This will only... You can replenish a person's ammo, but you can also replenish heavy weapon ammo, alright? So you take this guy with this box right here that he's holding, not the perk box, the ammo box, and you refill the mortar and then you fire away, okay? But also is a machine gun, and the machine gun is very good. With the engineer, you want to build a machine gun, and every time you build a machine gun, you want to check out the arcs of fire. A lot of times machine gun not even get used, okay? And the thing is, right, if he has a machine gun and a pistol and a carbine, or that the rifle, that the light rifle, I guess it's not the carbine, it's the light rifle, or maybe just a rifle, you have 3 guns, okay? So, I mean, that is a pretty cool machine gun, pistol, and rifle. So you are constantly able to shoot out just a flurry of really different, and you know, there's benefits to all of them. Probably my favorite is shooting a pistol, but you have to reload it. The different nations make a different machine guns. I'm not sure if there's a difference between the German and the Austro-Hungarian one, but you know, you move around, you find a clever spot, or maybe you just pop up and down, you shoot the pistol. When you run out of the pistol, you shoot to the rifle. Maybe you shoot to the rifle, then the pistol. I don't know. But once you figure out that you have superiority, you know, then you shoot the machine gun, right? So you just juggle between the three of those, and you just keep up with the weight of fire. And one engineer can basically hold the side with just the help of one teammate or two teammates. He can already shoot them down. But, you know, once the fighting stops, though, you've got to go out and build the wire, okay? And, you can build with your, he has like a little, see, look right here. Oh yeah, he does not have the shovel, he has the hammer. Okay, and the hammer can build four. It can build four little barbed wire things. The other things I don't really like them that much. You can try building other things, but you build a barbed wire and you experiment. A lot of guys like a barbed wire in the trenches. I see two engineers are spamming barbed wire in one area. It becomes very, very extreme. Okay, so I will go over all of the classes that I have covered. I have not covered officer. I have not covered the marksman. Okay, I don't really know about them, but you know, Mountaineer, I would recommend the very, very first class you choose. Doesn't really matter, but figure out how to get the flare and the observer. Figure out that and just spot for your team the whole game. With the observer, you go to the trench and he's halfway between standing up and crouching, okay? Where the eye slits are, you want that to be below the trench, but you want the eye ears to be out of the trench. You want the antenna to stick out of the trench, but you want the eyepiece to be in the trench. And you will figure this out. You can make the periscope such that he will not. You can make it the periscope such that he will like basically be invincible while spotting. And you know, that is what the periscope is designed to do. And you will learn how the battlefield goes. And after you do that, you can basically learn how to be a fast mountaineer. Okay, these guys like this, they sweep the objectives. They don't even play the game. They just go around the front line and sweep the objectives. Okay, next we have riflemen, and probably let the guys start off on riflemen. I think the best way to use riflemen is like this, with all of the grenades he can carry and just fires them off. He has 7 grenades. He fires 6 out the rifle and he throws 1. Okay, so I think that's pretty cool. And I think, yeah, really, that's mainly the main reason I would use a rifleman. Engineer and Mountaineer, probably my favorite two. He is the static warrior, and he shoots a lot of gun bullets. He really has a lot of firepower for just the one guy. He can also take a grenade.